Alright, so I've just seen the first 3 episodes of Peacemaker now, and I think I've gathered up a few things to put in for a review. Keep in mind, it's the only first 3 episodes so far, so the show could probably get better week by week, but here's what I have to say for my first impression of it. Yeah, it's pretty good so far. I'm not saying it's like the best comic book show or media, or anything of that sort, but again, it's not trying to be, and I think it works that way for me. It's a dumb, fun, action-packed comic book-esque James Gunn show that does have some character building at the core of it all, mainly revolving around the show's protagonist, Peacemaker. And it works best when it's like that. It's something I can enjoy, and with other comic book media like The Boys Season 3, The Batman, Across the Spider-Verse Part 1, and many more, this is really something you can watch for the time being, if you're craving any superhero media, to watch as the weeks go by. The action is over the top, but still has that massive enjoyment factor into it. The story is pretty intriguing so far. I'm really interested in this whole Project Butterfly thing, and the ending of episode 3 was interesting enough for me not to watch the next episode. And so far, Peacemaker is developed well enough, and you can see how broken he is, how much he wants to be an actual superhero, but just can't due to what he's already done, and how people see him as, which paves the path for his character to become something more than what everyone else thinks of him as, which I like. The actors are good enough, they don't seem to be doing a bad job so far, and some of which you can really tell, are just having fun in the role they're in. And that intro is just amazing. But if there's one thing I dislike, I think it's the comedy, and this goes for every James Gunn thing ever. I think his comedy can be the weakest point of his media. I don't know if I want to say it's bad, but it can be too much at times, which can kill the pacing of the show for me. Personally, I really think his stuff would benefit a lot if his humor was cut down by a large percent, but that's not to say there wasn't stuff that made me laugh at all. Overall though, if you want something to pass the time as you wait for the bigger comic book content coming this year, then I suggest you watch Peacemaker in the meantime. So far, I'd give it a 3.5 out of 5.